Hey guys, my name is Mickey and welcome to my YouTube channel. This YouTube channel is for my current project called Hellbound The Awakening. And this is my devlog number 2. So in the previous devlog, the first one that I did, I made a little introduction for my game, and I talked about a little bit about pathfinding. I would like to thank everybody for the great feedback and comments that I got. They're really helpful. And this time around, I'm just gonna kind of like summarize just a quick introduction for those of you who missed the first devlog, and I'll talk about a little bit of an inventory system that I'm trying to implement here in my game. So this game, Hellbound: The Awakening, it's kind of like my dream life project, something I wanted to do for last 14 years. Unfortunately, never had the opportunity, and I have the opportunity now. So, I'm working on it. 14 to 16 hours a day. I'm doing this as a solo creator. So yeah, it has certain challenges doing it by yourself, but it's also very rewarding because you kind of get to control, the feel and the look of the game, just as I imagined it. So today I'm going to talk about quickly about the inventory system here. I don't know how many of you remember the game called Beyond Oasis. It was really good. It was kind of like I would say not a clone of Zelda, but it was supposed to be like a rival of Zelda, A Link to the Past for Super Nintendo. This was a Sega Genesis game, and there was one release for Sega Saturn called the Legend of Oasis, I believe. I haven't played that one, but that inventory system they had was kind of very simple. So if I click here on my gamepad, select button, you can see that this is the inventory system, right? So it's very simple. There's gonna be some puzzles in the game. There's gonna be, keys and things like that you need to find, weapons and things like that. So I wanted to have a very simple but yet powerful inventory system. So I'm gonna show you right now is if we try to enter this cave right here, I get a message that we can't proceed without the lamp. So if we look at this caravan here, we can see that we picked up an oil lamp that can produce light. So now if I look at the inventory system, I can actually see that, and then in the bottom left corner you can see that there's a box that shows the currently selected item. Okay, so now let's go and let's pick up another item. So now we can enter the cave. Alright, so we're just gonna go through here. This door is locked, so we need to find the key. The key is actually hidden here. So I'm not gonna... With this game, you can interact with a lot of different objects. For example, if you were to interact with a book on this table, you can actually read it. If you were to interact with a shelf, you can see if there's anything useful or not. I'm not gonna go and interact with every object. I just want to show you some of the items. So let me just get rid of this guy here. So on this shelf, looks like there's something interesting. If I click on it, it says picked up an old dusty bottle with a label that reads Rejuvenation Elixir 500 milliliters. So if I click on the inventory, now I can see I have 3 items. So for example, we're not hurt right now, so we can't use this yet. But let's throw a projectile, for example, right? And the actually how many projectile or throwing knives you can do ties to the actual hearts that you see in the top left corner, kind of very similar to Castlevania. And I got that idea from Castlevania, one of my favorite series. I like the retro ones. One of my favorites definitely Belmont's Revenge for Game Boy, phenomenal game. So that's regarding the inventory system. So how did I do this? I used something called data structure, and I created a grid. So basically what I said is, give me 4 rows with 4 columns, and I create a data structure, and then I keep track of all the items that I put in there. It is very straightforward. I will actually add a link into the commentary right below the video, so that you guys can actually follow some good tutorials if you're interested to create something similar. Let me know, what do you guys think of this inventory system? Is this good enough for a start? Does it work? Do you guys have any other kind of feedback? What would you like to see in there? And I'm gonna show you something really cool right now. I'm gonna pick up another item which I really like. I'm gonna actually try to speed up this. There's like a little mini boss here. This cross turns into a bunch of rats. So let me just get rid of these guys. Alright, I'm gonna pick up the hearts. There's a key. It's a warden's key, and then to get out of this actual hole, there's a rock formation that we can use. Like I said, for this particular game, there was some elements from other games that I really enjoy, and I kind of wanted to put them together. And I mentioned in my devlog number 1, Zelda Link to the Past, Castlevania, the old ones for Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and Game Boy. Resident Evil 1 and 2, Diablo 1 and 2 to a certain degree, and Demon Souls and Dark Souls series. And here you'll see kind of like a campfire example that I really like from the Souls series. So let's save the game. Now here's a projectile, and this one is a cross with sharp ends that can be used as a weapon. So let's try it out. So now you can see it here. If we select it in the bottom left corner, you can actually see it as a select object. So let's get this guy now with this cross. And the thing with this cross, it actually comes back to you versus the knife that actually doesn't. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you like this video, subscribe. I will have a demo available very shortly, within the next couple of days, so you guys can actually try it free of charge, of course. Yeah, let me know, and thank you for all your wonderful comments and support. Thanks, guys.